This is the second location that I wanted to come to. The first location after Fisher Tower, and then this one here is actually another location right outside Moab. This one's a little more popular than the Fisher Towers. It's called Gemini Bridges, and this is a set of two bridges. And going back to some of the things that we talked about at Natural Bridges National Monument, the difference between a bridge and an arch is the way that it was formed. So if we can kind of think of it this way, is that a bridge is formed by the constant flow of water banging into the base of a rock. And over millennia, eventually it will punch its way through and make what I call an arch, but it's actually a bridge. Whereas an arch is formed by erosion, and that can be wind erosion, that can be water erosion through temperature changes with winters, the ice growing in cracks and then thawing out, and then doing that over and over and over again. Eventually that will form kind of a hole through the rock also that will continually get bigger and bigger and bigger as either the water flow or the erosion continues to work its way through it. And eventually these structures will fall down. That has been evidenced in Arches National Park. Some of the arches that have fallen, just some not too long ago actually. But anyway, this is Gemini Bridges. Again, it's right outside Moab. A little more popular place to come to than where we were at earlier. But still, you can be up here by yourself. Right now, there's nobody in front of me. There was somebody that just pulled up behind me. This is mid-July of 2024, so I'm sure that the hot summer months have something to do with that. But the Gemini Bridges themselves are, like I said, two bridges that are side by side. They're about 10 feet apart. One's 70 feet tall and the other is 80. And both of them are right at about 26 feet long. So the signage on the information board as you come in basically says that even though they're only 10 feet apart, don't try to jump between the two, as fatalities have occurred. And I don't know when the last one of those was, but I do know that what we're on right now, the trail heading to the bridges themselves, and this is not that long of a trail, but this used to be, you used to be able to drive on this. Obviously it's a Jeep trail. But at one point, there was a guy that drove his Jeep out here and actually got on one of the bridges. And I don't know what happened, but he ended up driving off of it. Of course, he perished. And there used to be a plaque out here somewhere that told a little bit about the story. And it kind of commemorated his life and what have you. But I think it was just a freak thing is all that it was. But obviously you can no longer drive out here. There's a lot of restoration going on out here as far as the trail goes in the area. So they're trying to keep this up. You used to be able to drive to the base of, down below to the base of the arches, but the wilderness groups, for lack of a better term, environmentalists, they actually just recently, within the last year, shut that down. So the only way you have access now to the base of the bridges is pretty much just a hike in. So I don't know if they are trying to get this area shut down also, but those types of groups have managed to shut down so far about 1,200 miles of trails in the Moab and San Rafael Swell area. So get out and enjoy while you can, because unfortunately these types of areas may not be accessible for that much longer to vehicle traffic or even to hiking traffic. So anyway, I'm just looking out right now over the canyon. We'll get to the bridges themselves here in a second, but you can see the kind of view that you have from up here. There you go. So again, we're at Gemini Bridges, right outside Moab, Utah. And I'll hop back on the trail and continue viewing once we get to the bridges themselves.